All right, everyone, we are here with the final war of Season 35 and the unnecessary rematch against GT40. Today I'll be taking in Odin, Nebula, and Mr. Negative. I am sharing Path 2 in Section 1, and then I have Path 3 in Section 2, and no mini-bosses, no boss, couple shared fights along the way. Odin was needed in my direction for a shock buff, resistance buff. Otherwise, probably would have brought a third just to handle this Immortal Hulk that was here in front of Man-Thing. So someone else took Immortal Hulk, and I went into Man-Thing with Mr. Negative. So last war of the season, finally working Mr. Negative in to help with planning. He's going to have 3 fights, and Nebula is going to have 1, so a very short war for us as well. But Mangog here, a miss-tic dispersion champion. Game plan here is to work strike counter until we get to special 2, and then drop the big special 2 with 10 or more dark energy and just watch Man-Thing kind of melt away. So what we're going to do is parry and then parry again in heavy, triggering this fury buff, triggering the global, using an evade counter to remove it. So now we've got 20 full seconds to work strike counter, which is just going to be parry medium light, parry medium light. And you see there I didn't get a parry with that medium light, so I decided to parry after the medium light. That gave us enough dark energy after this second evade counter, and the timer is still going for the global, and we dropped the special 2 with the big damage. Not a lot of hatred on him. We didn't finish any full combos. He finally threw a special 1, so he's almost gone, and this evade counter will finish it. So super easy, super straightforward fight. We are going to do the exact same thing to Man-Thing. However, it is masochism. So instead of us landing easy parries and then following up with a second parry, we are going to have to re-parry, but be painfully aware of his unstoppable heavy. So the start of this is going to work out the same. We're going to parry, re-parry. That'll give us 4 light, heavy attack to trigger the fury. There we go. And then trigger the global, and then remove the global, and then go for 3 parries with medium lights, being mindful that that one there had masochism trigger, so it's gone. And then evade counter into special 2. Let Man-Thing kind of melt away. He is tankier here, and I believe he was placed without willpower, so there isn't any bonus red numbers from inverting his healing. So it's going to take just a little bit more here to take him down, but nothing to worry about. Easy fight for Mr. Negative. So 2 well-played fights against the miss-tic dispersion champs, where we're minimizing the number of times we evade counter. And then Magneto here, I think he was only placed here to make getting Nebula worked in difficult, since she can't take this fight, but Mr. Negative can. So this is just going to be a straightforward Mr. Negative fight. Nothing special. This is a rank 4 Magneto, so it's going to take a little bit more than 1 special 2 with a few dark energy to get him down. Ideally, you're probably going to want to build closer to 20 with this one. I, however, did not do that, so it's going to be 3 straight parry heavies. We have max petrify in our mastery tree, so he's not going to reach a bar of power before we get to 9. Evade counter, combo, bait out special 1. We are ready to throw a special 2 as soon as we convert this last set of light energy, which we do here. And as I said, he's a rank 4. And basically, it's that special 2 doesn't hit hard enough due to the duped ability. So it's a combination of not building full dark. So we're going to go back through the rotation of parry, heavy, evade counter, combo. I'm going to build a few more lights so that we're over the 10 mark. Evade counter into special 2 here as soon as we get to special 2. There we go, evade counter, special 2. And he actually got KO'd on the evade, and then we slapped him around with the special 2 attack. So very easy, very straightforward fights for Mr. Negative. And then we don't change mastery setup here. We usually have some form of recoil ready to go for this Nebula fight. However, it's not difficult at all. So we're just going to keep the same mastery setup we have with Mr. Negative for Nebula. And we're just going to bring in this combat regen because we have those in overflow. And instead of using a power focus 1 and then taking way more blocked hits, trying to get to 20 and not get pushed to special 3, I just go ahead and do the combat regen and build these shock charges before we get to special 2. So yeah, working out pretty well so far. You guys have seen me do this pretty much all season. There's nothing special here. We're shutting everything down with the shock charges. He's just hitting into our block, chipping away at us, but it's not a worry. It's not doing a lot. Here I was trying to bait out the special 1, and then I decided not to. I was going to reparry there. He threw a heavy. We parry here instead. We throw the special 2, and he doesn't tick away as quick as before, but ticks away nonetheless. So that was actually the end of my war. Pretty short one for me. Pretty easy one. I was just playing the Mr. Negative role for some key matchups. We actually ended up tying their battle group 1-1, but we ended up losing this 4-2, which was to be expected. We're not going to be upset over losing a war when an alliance dies 3 or less, because you're really just looking at near perfect or perfect in order to beat them, and that's just not going to happen that often, especially the defending first place alliance. And both alliances needed to win this. We needed to win this to stay in the top 10. We actually finished 11th as of now. But yeah, congrats to GT40 for maintaining first place again and for a good war. But I hope you guys enjoyed this war video. The war rewards video tomorrow will be a great bit longer than normal because I will be going over the Alliance war changes or additions to the loyalty store, along with Juggernaut's buff, and then possibly an account walkthrough. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video. Hit like, subscribe, follow, and share, and I'll catch you guys at the next video.